In 2009, when my son was 22 years old, there were no cell phone bans on submarines. He and many other submariners were taking photos at that time of nostalgic value, not for anything except to say, this is where I was, this is what I did when I was 22 years old. And unfortunately, my son's cell phone was lost and found outside of the Navy purview, whereas two others during that time period, the Navy gave them a reduction in rank and a $560 fine. So my son's was found outside, and the FBI and the Department of Justice became involved, and instead of allowing the Navy to handle it in the manner in which they had the others, they chose to go forward with a pretty extensive investigation, which many have possibly speculated it could have been in the cost of millions to taxpayers over the last years. And so that's where we are today. Flash forward, my son just reported to federal prison on October 12th, and he's serving a 1-year sentence, 6 months House electronic monitoring, and 3 years federal probation, as well as losing all of his military and veteran benefits.
Talk about, first of all, when you heard the FBI director come back again yesterday, what went through your mind?
Well, a lot of things went through my mind, and then I just sat quietly for a minute and prayed and asked God to give me the words that I needed to say to get the American public to acknowledge this double standard. And so I put a statement together, and it's on our Facebook page, but I'll try to repeat it the best I can. So what I stated was that every American needs to acknowledge and recognize, at first I was saddened, and then I was disgusted by what happened with Director Comey. I really truly felt when he came out a little over a week ago with a letter to Congress stating that there were additional emails that needed to be exposed. I really felt he was doing the ethical and the right thing and acknowledging that there was a double standard, and he was going to hold them, as he should, to the same standard as every other patriotic American. With mishandling classified information, there's no intent required. It merely means that you have classified information, or could be you have classified information on an insecure device. So in this way, both my son and Hillary are the same. My son admitted to having 6 photos of classified photos, which were at the lowest level of classification on an insecure device. Hillary Clinton and her staff have been shown over and over to have had classified at high levels of classification on an insecure device.
Now, as far as your earlier guest, was her name Kathleen?
Yes.
Was that her name, the mother?
Yes.
Well, tell her she should feel free to contact me privately. I don't know the facts of her son's case, but I'll be glad to offer some advice and, if possible, some help. I am sympathetic to what happened to her son.
Okay, fair enough. I appreciate that.
And if I can be helpful, I personally will do my best if she contacts me privately.
Okay, fair enough. That's very nice of you. Yeah.